Although Walmart may seem like the perfect place to buy from with their extensive and diverse inventory, there are some things that people do not know. Even with their low prices, Walmart is continually growing into a monstrous corporation, doing more harm than good for America. Walmart did not easily become the popular and staple retail store of America right from the get-go. In order for Walmart to gain customer interest and sales satisfaction, low pricing and high-quality items was key. Starting the company solely on American-made products and grounds, Walmart had originally achieved success from considering few strategies of location choice, efficient merchandising, achieving everyday low prices, pressure for cost reduction, systematic reduction in production costs, and leveraging subsidiary skills. But to win more customers and reduce competition, Walmart decided not to limit their opportunities and expanded globally through international trade. The circular flow model demonstrates how buyers and sellers communicate with each other. It is supposed to flow, hence the word flow, within an economy. The problem with Walmart is they do most of their trading with China. This leaves the American market one-sided, only receiving imports from China and not within the nation. Households are able to buy products within this market, but they always resort to Walmart to find all of their products, leaving small businesses struggling. America isn't balanced economic-wise because Walmart doesn't trade with other suppliers throughout the country, leaving Americans without jobs and it leaves businesses that could be striving to just get by. This could possibly lead to these suppliers not having business with other businesses throughout America and ruin their chance at being successful. These events could ruin businesses and alter the circular flow model even more. Even with businesses they work with, Walmart has led to hundreds of manufacturing plants to shut down and ship production overseas. Specifically, Newell Rubbermaid, largest producer of consumer rubber products in the United States, had to shut down 69 facilities and fire 11,000 workers in order to help meet Walmart's standards. According to the equity research director at Associated Trust & Company, Mark Hazelden, stated that to be able to meet the demands from key customers, aka Walmart, they would have to shift about 50% of production to low-cost countries. This could force 131 Rubbermaid facilities to shut down and the firing of an additional 20,000 workers. Walmart collaborates with NGOs and government leaders to verify the products and make sure they are produced in a way that provides dignity and respect for workers in the supply chain. All suppliers must have a company representative, not just an agent, stationed in all countries in which the supplier is actively sourcing merchandise for sale at Walmart. The company representative would be responsible for ensuring compliance with the ethical sourcing requirements. Some of the requirements are compliance with laws, voluntary labor, and labor hours. Of course, U.S. companies have been moving jobs offshore for decades, long before Walmart was a retailing power. But there is no question that the chain is helping accelerate the loss of American jobs to low-wage countries, such as China. Walmart, which in the late 1980s and early 1990s trumpeted its claim to Buy American, has doubled its imports from China in the past 5 years alone, buying some $12 billion in merchandise in 2002. That's nearly 10% of all Chinese exports to the United States. This past January, Walmart committed to buying an additional $50 billion in U.S. products over the next 10 years. According to the data from their suppliers, items that are made, sourced, or grown right here in America already account for about 2/3 of what they spend to buy products. They plan on accomplishing the additional $50 billion goal in 3 ways: growing business with suppliers they already do business with, attracting new suppliers who are manufacturing in the U.S., and shifting existing items made in other countries to U.S. production. In terms with GDP, Walmart is bigger than Norway. Looking at Norway's GDP, it is at $414.46 billion, while Walmart's revenue is at $421.89 billion. And to make it even more interesting, think about how Norway would rank as the world's 25th biggest country. Another fact is that Walmart is the second largest contributor to America's GDP. But there is a danger of Walmart being regulated out of its business model. Recently, Washington, D.C. tried to impose a discriminatory minimum wage for big box retailers. If this had passed, Walmart claimed it could not continue building new stores in the area. It's unlikely Walmart could make its model work with the minimum wages that were being proposed. This is just one example. With the current aversions towards big business from many politicians, there are many other regulatory issues that could force Walmart out of its business model, like healthcare and tax law. Yes, Walmart has grown tremendously since the first time it opened in Arkansas, but they are facing a problem here in America. There is a stalled growth at home after saturating the market, and this has been made a problem by the weak labor market and high gas prices, which have battered the company's core customers and depressed sales. This means the company has become increasingly reliant on international shoppers to pick up the slack and drive growth, mirroring a broader global shift in purchasing power. About 60% of growth in Walmart's footprint came internationally last quarter, and without further progress on rebalancing global demand, global growth rates will fall. Even Walmart cannot escape the hold of inflation. In 2011, Walmart CEO Bill Simon announced an increase in prices due to the high inflation rate that would soon approach. Since Walmart is known for their low prices, what will happen when those prices increase? What will happen to those families already swimming in debt when prices substantially start rising in places like this? One major reason for inflation to arise is the price increase of oil, which will eventually increase prices of everything else. Transporting these products Walmart and any other company trades ends up being costly due to all the oil needed for the transportation to work. As trade with China continues, the United States, or Walmart, takes advantage of Chinese imports and are suffering under a trade deficit, a clear imbalance. With the debt Walmart has made, Americans in America suffers its consequences. The Walmart trade deficit displaced 111,400 jobs in 2001 and 308,100 jobs in 2006. Thus, Walmart was responsible for displacing at least 196,700 U.S. jobs in this period alone. Several jobs were lost just because of Walmart's trade deficit, which hugely affected America's economic stability with the lowering of 5% of GDP and rising unemployment. Although Walmart has cost several jobs either through other American manufacturers or actual Walmart workers through this trade deficit, they were still able to maintain low prices. With this money saved, others can use the extra money for the benefit of other things. But overall, Walmart is bad for America and its economy. This issue that focuses on the pockets of the consumer, China, Walmart, and America as a whole cannot ideally be solved. Unless American workers go abroad or trade barriers are set up between Walmart and China and other developing countries, unemployment caused by trade deficit with Walmart might just be impossible to solve. With Americans craving nothing but low prices and more money, Walmart can only and wholly provide one of the two things clearly visible, overall leading to the idea that Walmart is entirely bad for America.